Hi, everyone. You can't make this up, but as I was preparing for this podcast, the mailman came to the front porch, unannounced, to our crazy foxhound dog named Mia, who was waiting to pounce. Mia ripped the mail out of the mail slot as quickly as it was entering the house. If it was up to her, no stranger would ever walk on the front porch. Fortunately, the pets in our home don't make up the rules around here. And as my wife often reminds me, we need to be grateful for a dog that sees the quote-unquote dangerous threats coming through our mail slots and chooses to do something about it. But this hilarious scenario is a reminder that we humans can be the same way. There is a time to defend our homes, but there are even more times to invite someone to sit on the porch. Sadly, the porch is not what it used to be. Today's reflection is about the porch and what we can do to embrace a slower and simpler lifestyle starting on the porch. We'll be right back. You are listening to the Work Life Eubiosis podcast with your host, Charleston Edwards. If this is your first time here, welcome. My goal is simple: to eradicate burnout and to bring harmony, purpose, and balance to this world, starting with the family. My hope is that this show and the story shared will provide encouragement and ideas that will be valuable to you on your journey to work-life freedom. So let's dive in to today's episode. About 10 years ago, my family stumbled upon a hidden treasure called Mount Gretna. It's a walkable and walk-only community nestled in northern Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Mount Gretna is best known for their massive front porches, a much slower pace of life, and the enchanted forest that surrounds and protects the essence of this historic Methodist camp meeting community. Our family has been back 3 times to retreat from the hustle and bustle, and we're hoping to do even more vacationing there in the future. We aren't alone, as many of the homes are second homes for those who live and work in the cities on the East Coast. Many of the cottages there, when not being occupied, are rentable retreats for visiting families looking for a slower pace, or perhaps just a front porch to sit on. The nostalgia screams from this 130-year-old plus community, from the amphitheater tabernacles, the cultural programming, to the historic jigger shop. This old-fashioned ice cream shop is the centerpiece and the glue that keeps visitors coming back. Here's a quote from the Lancaster County magazine that captures not only the essence of the jigger shop, but the entire Mount Gretna community. Quote, "Nostalgia is part of the jigger shop's allure. Its roots can be traced to a traditional Mount Gretna cottage. It remains a place where you can relax, indulge, and enjoy nature. In order to capture the ambiance of an old-fashioned ice cream parlor, Beth, who is the co-owner, points out that the jigger shop does not have Wi-Fi. She goes on to say, we want it to be a family experience. We want guests to talk with one another rather than focus on their phones." Unquote. Mount Gretna delivers on their commitment to the nostalgic, the simple, and the slow. Like the jigger shop, every cottage in this community has a front porch designed to invite conversation, connection, and community. In a world that is seemingly getting technological faster by the minute, there is a beauty and a natural respite that refreshes the soul in this community. A visit to Mount Gretna is a reminder of the power of the front porch. What once was can certainly still be. The front porch used to symbolize a connected home, the family, and community. On that porch, we could see the young and old laughing, playing, communing, and gazing at the sunrises and the sunsets. The porch was an invitation. The porch was a place to welcome visitors, those who walked by at a leisurely pace. The porch was simple yet unique in design, which gave a hint of flavor to the inhabitants of the house. The porch was a place to celebrate milestones and honor individuals. The porch was a place that had designated rocking chairs for the matriarchs and the patriarchs of the family. The porch was a place to host parties, play music, and dance into the night. The porch was the part of the home where we were free to relax from the stresses of the world. The porch was packed with stories of old and folk tales of what used to be. The porch was a portal for conversation, connection, and contemplation. The porch was a universal landmark for all genres, cultures, and backgrounds that family comes first. The porch was the heart. It was a place we opened to others. The porch was a symbol of freedom. Today's porch has lost its allure. Today's porch, when it's noticed, has no one on it. Today's porch is now used as storage instead of being a place to tell stories. The porch has little depth or meaning to today's youth. Today's porch is just a portal to the devices inside the home. Today's porch is just an image, a facade of what used to be. If we bring back the front porch, it's a reminder that we don't have to go 100 miles per hour anymore. We don't have to lean on the screen to entertain us all the time. We don't need the connection behind the screen when there are faces next door that needs to see us on that porch. We don't have to remain cooped up inside being busy beavers on our list. We can stop and rest. We can welcome our visitors, neighbors, or even strangers in and offer a glass of tea, lemonade, or beer. We can proudly hang our flags from the front porch, once again symbolizing our freedom of choice. We can rebuild the front porch and make new memories, ones that will build a new legacy. Why not bring back the front porch? The good news is that we don't have to go to Mount Gretna to bring back the front porch. We just have to take one step out the front door. Not everyone has a front porch, and that is okay. The porch is a symbol of family, simplicity, and community, a signal to slow down. Though our family is free of the 9 to 5, we are still subject to the rat race. I think we all are to a certain extent. To keep ourselves sane in this insane world, we must continuously fight the hustle culture. We must fight the false narrative that we have to be more than what we are, that we have to do more than what we can do, and that we have to earn more than what we actually need. We must fight the narrative that success only comes from promotion on the ladder. We must fight that the human connection only comes through our devices, electronics, and games. We must fight the urge to do all the things and to go to all the places. We must fight for peace, joy, balance, and contentment. We don't have to earn those attributes. They're all free. We must fight for our freedom. And as we celebrate our freedoms this upcoming week, and those who have fought hard for our current privileges here in America, let's not forget that we have a different fight in front of us. And that fight is multifaceted. Our fight is both physical and spiritual in nature. That fight starts in our hearts and souls, and it is to remain human in a hustle-bent, digital-powered world. The porch is a reminder that we can disconnect. We can remain human and connect eye to eye. We can remain content. Our fight for freedom is to consistently slow down, detach, recharge, reflect, and be grateful. Our fight is to find our own version of Mount Gretna. Maybe our Mount Gretna is right at home. Maybe it's a drive outside the city. Maybe it's a stroll around the street. Maybe our Mount Gretna is scaling back from something that's overwhelming. Let's bring back the front porch and never again take for granted its power and the invitation to connect in a humane way. Thank you, Mount Gretna, for holding true to your heritage and lifting up the values that we long for. May more of us follow suit in our own lives to hold true to the beauty of the simple and slower life. Thank you for listening to the Work-Life Eubiosis podcast, part of the work-life resources created by Own Your 5 to 9. I hope that you have found encouragement and a few ideas to strengthen your journey to purpose, freedom, and balance. Have you overcome burnout and found a new way of life? Millions around the globe are still at the risk of burnout and losing it all. And your story may be the one that sparks not only a dream, but action. Visit ownyour5to9.com for more information and submit your story. While you're there, join the Work-Life Eubiosis newsletter and receive additional resources weekly right to your inbox. If you enjoy this podcast, take time to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Share it with a friend or loved one. Remember, the most important organization in the world is the family. Let's do our part to strengthen it. Thank you for listening.